Welcome back to Have Another with Espo. It's Whiskey Wednesday. We're trying out some Brothers Bond today. Fun fact, this is what I was drinking in the very first YouTube video I ever made. I made other videos, I just hadn't made any specifically for YouTube yet. It's a terrible video. But aren't they all? Anyway, it's Whiskey Wednesday. You know what that means. We're trying out some whiskey. We're going to make an old-fashioned with it after the fact. And at some point, I eat an orange. Probably not on camera. But we've got our whiskey book. So we're going to get into that. I've already started filling this out. It's Brothers Bond. There's no age statement. There's no cask number. Obviously, it says it's small batch, I think. Hand-selected batch, which means nothing. Probably. Maybe someone goes around and goes, this whiskey. And then sends it out. Distillery, it says Brothers Bond Distilling. It's a bourbon, obviously. 80 proof. I forget where exactly it was. It was in the $60 to $70 range as far as price goes. The origin. It says bottled and distributed by the Brothers Bond Distilling Company in Silverton, Ohio. It doesn't say produced. It says bottled, which tells me they ship it in probably. Maybe they'll do better later or do their own thing later, but right now it's another product, probably MGP or something like that. Don't know. Don't care. Doesn't matter. It's tasty stuff. Where we got? Color. I've got it somewhere between copper and tawny because it is kind of lighter. It's pretty clear. It's whiskey. Nothing really too upsetting about it. It's pretty thin, pretty fast. And as far as beating goes, didn't really see any bubbles that stuck around long. Start this off in our Glencairn. Pop that cork back on. It's a good cork, by the way. Natural cork. Gotta keep those moist. Always give one of those every couple of weeks, just in case. Otherwise, just all around good looking bottle. Nice, straightforward looking label. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. I like it. Had a chance to sit. Let's give it a sniff. Very sweet smelling. Go with medium, sweet. First thing off, kind of fruity. Got some apple, like actually fresh cut apple. Again, not good at this. Just doing this for me. Some pear, a little bit. A lot of tree fruit, I'm guessing, is where we're going to go with this. Again, fresh pear, fresh apple. That's what I'm getting off of this. A little bit of caramel in the background. It's bourbon. You expect. Should have some. Something like that. Sugar. Mostly kind of fruity, like tree fruity, apple, pear. That's a lot of what I'm getting. You're not getting anything from me out of this. I'm, again, not very good at this. Got a new book. Have not read through it yet. Maybe I'll learn something. Probably won't. Yeah, I'm getting like a pear ice wine kind of smell to it. That's the scent I'm getting off it. I'm gonna put ice wine down too because that feels smart. If y'all don't know what ice wine is, come on down to Ontario and find out. It's good times. All right, well, that's about as much nosing as I'm gonna get off that thing, I think. Time for a taste. Interesting. Maybe because it's late o'clock. It's like the earliest little bits of Wednesday it could be, so it's technically Wednesday. Maybe because it's crazy late o'clock. Maybe it's because I already had some higher proof whiskey than this tonight. This is only 80 proof. It's the bare minimum here. I'm not getting a lot off of that. It tastes really light. I don't remember it being this light before. Like it's almost giving me like the mellow yellow vibes or the mellow corn vibes. Huh. Still getting a little bit of apple. That might just be residual nose. A little bit of citrus, I think, though, this time as well. A lot of fruit, apparently. Who knew? We're in a good spot because I was in the mood for an orange. I still am. Go apple. Kind of orange juicy. I think that's a good way to put it. Again, I don't. Anyone like this? Am I doing good with this? I don't know. I can't tell. Somebody tell me. Still smells fantastic. Excellent radio, Nick. Keep talking. Yeah, keep not talking. That's always good for content. Again, a little bit of pear, but not in a very fruity kind of way, just in a very aftertasty kind of way. Maybe we'll call that the finish. It's pretty sweet, really smooth. I'm going to say it's pretty light. The aroma was fairly complex, not like super complex or nothing, but it's there. If y'all disagree, feel free to drop a comment. Maybe the ice will open this up a little bit. Let's get into the murder glass a little quicker than usual. Put to the side. Grab ourselves Death Star ball. Pour that over. Give it a second to acclimatize. Oh, it's making some fun noises. That's good. More of the same. More pear in the nose. Weird. I did not even a little bit get that before. Huh. Interesting. As always, when there's ice in there, I start getting a little bit more smoke, a little more char. Maybe that's just the flavor of the ice. A little more oak to it. Starting to get a little bit more of that. Yeah, it tastes. I feel like the biggest snob saying this. It tastes super young. I didn't think I was this in depth. Either that, or I'm just like going tongue blind. I'm going to write all this down anyway because it seems like a good thing to write down. Oh, anyway, here's our strainer. Grabbing a strainer. Grabbing a mixer. We're doing our usual thing. How does it old fashioned? I guess we could pour this in here. I'll grab some ice. Pop you away. Grab some more whiskey. Boop. Get you up to 1.5 ounces. Probably should be doing a 2 ounce pour, but I don't want to. I don't feel like drinking that much tonight. 1/4 ounce of simple. And this is a rich raw sugar. Got a Demerara in here somewhere as well. It's delightful. 1 boop of orange bitters. 1, nope, that's P Brothers. And 1 boop of Ango. Oh, and a ding. That's not good. Pop you back in there. Get our Mr. Stir. Probably don't need to dilute this too much. It's already pretty chilled. Quick teaser on that front. Strainer. Back on. Back into our murder glass. It's a little less than a 1/4 ounce. I didn't use all the simple. Someone's trying to get a hold of me desperately, apparently. That's interesting for 2 a.m. Delightful. Tastes like candy. It should. There's candy in it. Forgot the very important part. The whole point of this process. to eat the damn orange afterwards. Give that a spritz. Whoop. Leave her in. Oh, it's delightful. So good. Fantastic bottle. 100% going to stay on the shelf. 100% going to end up in the infinity bottle. And I'm thinking end of June for that, but who knows? We'll figure it out. Still got a lot of whiskey to actually taste, because we haven't really done that quite yet. So good. Such a good old fashioned. Highly recommend. Brothers Bond. If you can find it where you're at, it's a lovely bottle. Little pricey. Not gonna lie there. Little pricey for what it is, especially at only 40%. But it is very tasty. So especially if you're just getting into it, if you're just getting someone into bourbon, might be the way to go. It's an excellent gift that way, especially if you're trying to look real cool. Joe, again, you're looking real cool. Thanks, bud. It's a very tasty bourbon. Highly recommend. Several stars out of slightly more than the ranking it got. Very tasty. 0 complaints. Anyway, hopefully that does it for you. Next week, I think I'm going to do some silly internet stuff. That seems like a thing. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. Might have to do some research first. I won't do any research. That's silly. That's dumb. That's not what I do. I might go and do a YouTube poll. That'll be what happens. All right. Well, sounds like my dryer's done. Hopefully you liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share it around. And yeah, check this one out. It's tasty. Real tasty. Cheers.